Hi, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy voting day in Florida. I thought today we might talk a little bit about homes instead of the coronavirus. How about that? So today I thought we would basically kind of go over the main components of a house. I know a lot of people know what those are, the roof, the HVAC, the water heater, that good stuff. But I know a lot of people don't know how long those things should last. So I kind of did some research and wanted to share that with you. So a roof in Florida. Now I did do Florida because that's where I'm at. So kind of take that as into perspective from where you live. We have hot weather. The sun's constantly beating down. A lot of rain, a lot of wind, that kind of thing. So our roofs do typically take a little bit bigger of a beating. But a roof typically, now there's two types of roofs. Three-tab roof, which is kind of I guess lesser of the two as far as quality. They last in Florida from about 10 to 12 years. Obviously, they can last a little longer if they're protected with trees, not so much if they're touching your roof, but if you've got a lot of trees around you that protect it against the sun beating down on it, things like that. And then a architectural shingle, or also called a dimensional shingle roof. Those are a little bit higher quality. Those they say they're 30-year roofs, but again, in Florida, with the sun and everything else, they typically last about 20 years. I've seen homes that have 40-year-old roofs on their homes. So there's always, a leeway with that, if you will. And obviously, if there's a hurricane that comes through, those kinds of things. But typically, those are your averages for roofs. Your HVAC system or your AC, I know in the north they've got separate units for that, but down here our HVAC system is both our heater and our air conditioning unit. Typically those last 10 to 15 years. Again, it always depends on how you keep up with your HVAC system, whether you're changing the filters, getting it serviced, all that good stuff. Those all help with the longevity of your system. So make sure you're taking care of it and they can last a lot longer. And then the next big thing is your water heater. Again, if you've got hard water, sometimes they don't last as long. But typically in a normal situation, your water heater can last 10 to 15 years. You can drain them and clean them out. Again, especially if you live in a hard water type area, that's something you definitely want to do. So that's about 10, 15 years. And then lastly, I was kind of looking into the wiring of your home, the electrical wiring. I kind of read, it was all over the place, anywhere from 25 to 70. So that's a huge range. But basically what it was talking about was just making sure that when you buy a house, if it's previously owned, make sure you get your home inspection, to have someone come out if you're worried about it, to check on the electrical system. And mainly the biggest thing that I was reading was basically to make sure that if the previous homeowners have done any work to the home, that it was done properly, that it wasn't, kind of put in there wonky, because then that could lead to fires and all that other stuff. So there you have it, your bigger components of your home. I know in some neighborhoods or some areas of the country that have basements, obviously your foundation, things like that are going to be another big factor. But for us, we were mostly slabs, so we don't have basements. And so we have those big four components. If you have any questions or if you have anything you would like to add, go ahead and comment down below. And don't forget to like, love, share, my post, all that good stuff. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.